Hi, everyone. Welcome to the podcast this week. Thank you for tuning in. I'm so grateful for you here and those of you on YouTube. So this is the first episode I'm actually filming. So I thought it would be fun. I have a fun topic to talk about. But first, let's breathe together. So wherever you are, let's get comfortable and just close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in through your nose and let the exhale come out of your mouth, relaxing your face, your jaw, and just letting go of your day, your week, and bring yourself fully into this moment to receive. Yeah, and slowly open your eyes. It's magic every time. Okay, let me take a sip. So those of you on YouTube, you're getting to see all the things. I have my little Sprinkles of Spirit mug. So cute. Having a little cafe latte, this morning. So, okay. And you see the little Sprinkles of Spirit card. So if you're not watching on YouTube, maybe later you can go and check it out and see all the fun things. So how was your week? With that new moon eclipse energy kind of hopefully lightening up. Yeah, it was intense, and I'm sure a lot of you felt it too. That Aries fiery energy, So, but today I want to talk about, so I'm sure you guys have heard me say this year, this is my 48 is great year. And, talking about spirituality and, living a well-balanced life in our mind, in our body, in our spirit, thinking about how our spirituality can affect our youthfulness, on helping you feel and look younger, And I came across a quote, of course, from Super Soul Sunday with Oprah. You guys know, I'm a huge fan, and I watched it for years. He said, people don't grow old. When they stop growing, they become old, And I've really thought about that. And as the big 50 is around the corner, which saying that out loud is a little crazy, but girls, my my age group out there, and younger, it's something as women, we think about, right? As you get older, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm 30. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm 35. Oh my gosh, I'm 40. And yes, before you know it, you're looking at the big 50. It comes quick. But I want to tell you, I really do believe that my spiritual journey, my yoga journey, becoming a yoga teacher has really, truly been a pivotal part in helping me truly feel my overall best right now in my mind, in my body, and in my spirit, And so I'm going to talk about that, some tips, how your spirituality, and practices in your mind, in your body, in your spirit can help you, think, feel, and be youthful and young and stay vibrant and playful, and, before we get to our Sprinkles of Spirit card this week, I'm going to talk about this. So let's talk about the mind. I have definitely, my mom taught me to focus on my breath as a little girl, and as an anxious young child, and that was definitely played just such an important role in my life, learning about the breath, and then having it come full circle, becoming a yoga teacher and learning pranayama and how it affects our nervous system, you know. So overall, I want to tell you, the nervous system really does play a key role in our youthfulness, and that's because of the stress hormone cortisol. So in yoga, we learn to focus on the breath, and you learn these breathing practices that really stimulate your parasympathetic nervous system, and that's placing you in that rest and digest area that you want to be in. And most of us are living with our sympathetic nervous system activated. That's the fight and flight, the go, 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 you know, work hard, strive hard, you know, tightness in the body kind of feeling that most people live in every day. That is wreaking havoc on feeling youthful and vibrant because of that stress hormone cortisol that's released, you know, when you're under that fight and flight, you know, response. And breathing is key. You know, that's why I start this podcast out with, you know, please breathe with me. You know, let's slow down the breath. Let's tune in. Let's get out of that tightness, that sense of fight and flight response that we move through life, that really does deplete your immune system and brings you down, you know, and will reflect, you know, in your mind and in your body and your spirit. So I would say, as far as the mind, my meditation and focusing and learning on being fully present, you know, mindfulness. I want to be fully present with what is in front of me and with who is in front of me. And that definitely plays a huge part of, you know, moving through life feeling vibrant, you know, because it's lowering your stress level, your anxiety level, and kind of keeping that parasympathetic nervous system stimulated, you know, and then you bring that calmness into, you know, the situation or the conversation and help others, you know, kind of calm down too, you know. When we're kind of constantly in that fight or flight response, you know, there's a lot happening on the inside that we can't see. And then eventually it does show up on the outside. And yes, I'm talking about, you know, looking and feeling youthful. You know, will affect your skin. It will affect your immune system. You know, you'll get sick more often. Your skin can become dry and dull, you know. And you know, it just came into my mind. You know, you go through life, you ever see those people that they kind of are, you know, just lit from within, you know, and they're vibrant and they're happy and they smile and their eyes light up, you know, when they see you. And then you can notice people who move through life, their aura is dull or, you know, dark. And they're kind of just going through the motions of life without any inspiration, you know, without feeling excited, you know, without gratitude for every day. You know, that affects how you feel, you know, inside and out. It's something to take note of, you know. Maybe observe people this week. Observe those people. What is it about them, you know, that you see that's different? And then notice, what do they do in their life? I guarantee you, you know, meditation or prayer, you know, is probably part of their life. You know, some kind of a spiritual daily sadhana, you know, your daily practice. So, yeah. Okay, so of course, our body, you know, I'm going to tell you, get on your mat. We have to move our body. I mean, it releases stress and tension and floods the body with all of those feel-good hormones. What is it? Your daily dose, right? That your dopamine, oxytocin, your serotonin, and all of the endorphins, right? Get your daily dose of those feel-good hormones, you know, that flood the body, increase blood flow and circulation in the physical body. Of course, that shows up on the outside. You know, your skin is going to be clearer. You're going to feed your body. Let's talk about food, water. Drink a lot of water. I mean, that hydrates the skin, cleanses the system, helps detox, your organs. Detox helps with digestion, water, water, water. I can't say that enough. Bring more water into your life. And your diet, what are you eating? These things matter, and it's going to affect how you age. It's going to affect how you feel as you get older. And I want to tell you, I have stayed consistent with taking care of my body since I was about 16, 17. Joined a gym and have been moving my body ever since. And I can see the effects. I'm so grateful that I stayed committed and stuck with an exercise practice that turned into yoga. Even just walking, anything to get your blood flowing, everything moving, your joints lubricated, of course, is going to keep your body feeling good and serving you in the best way. I want to be able to get to the age of 70, 80, 90 and plus, God willing, and be able to bend over and pick something up, without pain, without struggle. When I look around and I see older people unable to move, a lot of the time it's because they stopped moving. So keep moving your body, that's key. Okay, and, spirit. I want to mention the fourth niyama in the Yoga Sutras. When we study yoga, we learn the Yoga Sutras, and that's svadhyaya. That's deep study and the commitment to knowing yourself. And, the more we get to know ourselves, the more you reach, what's also called santosha. It's contentment, a state of acceptance. I really truly believe this helps you stay young because, again, having a state of acceptance versus living in a state of resistance to what's happening is lowering that cortisol level that's being released, chemically in the body. And, let's face it, stress speeds up the aging process and wreaks havoc on everything. And, your spirituality and your commitment to knowing yourself, and I'm going to tell you, bringing it back to A Course in Miracles, removing what's blocking you from living a place grounded and rooted in love versus fear is going to help you feel vibrant and youthful and happy and smile more. And because you have faith, and you're trusting, also building that relationship, cultivating that crucial, important relationship with your higher power, whatever resonates with you, with your higher holy self, your angels, whatever ascended master you connect with. Prayer, bring a practice of prayer and meditation into your life. And I promise you, staying committed to that, committed to the deep study, to continuing to knowing myself. And like that quote I began with, right? I don't ever want to stop growing and learning more and more and uncovering the limiting beliefs, that I've had and that continue to pop up, throughout life and will continue. My dedication and commitment to uncovering that and to knowing myself on a deeper level through all kinds of practices that yes, I'm going to share with you here this year as we move along, has really also helped me feel my best, inside and out. And yeah, if you have not made that commitment yet this year, I do encourage you to do so and try something out, try a yoga practice, or try, talking to a spiritual coach, or buy that book you were curious about, and really just get it started. And, I always say it's just like watering your garden, you stick with it, to keep it growing and to keep it flourishing and nourished and healthy, right? And it's the same with us, right? This vessel, our body, you know, our mind, our body, and our spirit. That's the yoga, you know, that's the union. That everything is connected. And I'm just so grateful I've had that commitment, you know, to all of those areas in my life, because it has helped me, you know, in my 48 is great year, feel, you know, my best inside and out. And I love sharing and encouraging others to do so, because, you know, hey, you know, my girls out there in my age group, it doesn't have to be a scary thing or something we're like freaking out about, you know. It can be something we're excited and looking forward to. I know I've always said it, and it's so crazy, but I feel happier as I get older, and I really and truly mean that. I get happier as I get older. You know, some people are feeling the opposite, and it really doesn't have to be like that, you know? So, oh, and I made a note here. Let me mention this. Going back to the body, I'm going to give you an actual yoga pose, an anti-aging yoga pose. One of my favorites, and I've done it for years now, Sarvangasana, and that's shoulder stand. So, you know, that's kind of laying on your back. You can have your head and neck supported. You know, if you have issues with your cervical spine, glaucoma, or high blood pressure, I do suggest you kind of avoid that pose. You can do legs up the wall instead. But Sarvangasana, otherwise, those are the contraindications rather, for that pose. But if you're healthy otherwise, get into shoulder stand, you know, once a week. It gets, you know, it's the legs up, you're supporting your lower back, legs are straight up in the air, and the blood is flowing down, really flooding the organs with fresh blood and fresh oxygen. Really great pose to learn if you've never tried it. I'll put a link to one of my videos where I do it, so you can give it a try. So, okay. Yeah, so staying youthful in our mind, body, and spirit. Yeah, our spiritual journey really can help us, you know, feel awesome as we age. And I call it, you know, there's aging gracefully, but, you know, I call it aging gratefully. You know, I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful for every day. So, okay, let's get to our card. Those of you on YouTube, you're going to see it here. Get the camera. I know the light's not that great in the video, but that's all right. Okay, so let me read. Your angel message this week is time to play. I give myself permission to log off and create time for rest and playfulness. I love that, because that's two things I need to mention to you. Sacred rest, and I'm going to do a whole episode on sleep. That's coming up. So, yeah, rest. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. That's going to help you feel better and, you know, feel youthful and vibrant, and a sense of play. Having a sense of play in your life. Laugh, you know, hang around your kids more, or if there's children in your life, get around them. You know, they're so infectious. They're joy, right, for life. Yeah, so crucial in helping us remain and feel vibrant and youthful is a sense of play, and making sure you do log off. And again, I'm going to get into that in the whole episode about rest. Make sure you log off and take time, because all of these things, like our technology, really does suck a lot of energy out of us, and, you know, can affect your sense of feeling vibrant and youthful, you know. So, yeah, play and rest this weekend is our angel message. So, thank you so much for tuning in. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, thank you. I'll do this again more. So, if you guys are enjoying the podcast, please give it a review, and follow me on Instagram always for daily inspiration. And, you know, take a yoga class with me as we move along this year. So happy Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next time, have a beautiful day. Namaste.